All right, hello everybody. Thank you for being here. I am gonna get us started. My name is Grace Samori. I work for Benedictine College, so hopefully you're here for the Benedictine College presentation. I am originally from Longmont, Colorado. I graduated from Benedictine in 2019 with degrees in marketing and art and a minor in English. I couldn't decide, so I just did all of them. And then I was a middle school teacher for a couple of years at our local middle school. I really loved that, and I've been back with the college for about 2 years now. I specifically work with students from the western half of the United States, so everywhere west of Kansas. And then I'm also the homeschool liaison for Benedictine. So I'm really excited to be here with you guys today. We love our Kolbe students. And I'm just going to jump right in. I'm hoping that we'll have time for some question and answers at the end. But go ahead and put them in the chat if you have questions, and I'll look and see what's there. Okay, so this is our beautiful campus. It does look like this. It's that beautiful. We're located in Atchison, Kansas, which is about an hour north of Kansas City. We are the birthplace of Amelia Earhart, which is really fun. So there's lots of things pertaining to her in our town. Our population is about 10,000 people. It grows to about 12,000 when our students are here. Our student body is about 2,200 students, mostly undergraduate. We have 4 graduate programs though, and so those are growing, and we're really excited to have more students in that area as well. We were named one of America's best colleges in last year and the year before that, and we're hoping for this year too, so we're really honored by that. And then obviously you guys know that we're part of the Newman Guide, which I think is even more of an honor because we know that the Newman Guide has such high standards and we want to live up to those standards. So very grateful for those distinctions. I like to point out this picture in the center when I'm presenting. I think this is really neat. This is the class of biology students that helped discover a microorganism that had never been discovered before in the Missouri River. So some really cool things happening in our research in the biology department. We have an incredible ministry department as well. They are independent. They work as their own unit on campus and they hire students. So if your student is interested in working while they're at college, this is a really cool opportunity. They, instead of giving paychecks, they give a scholarship. And so any students that work in the ministry department get to be scholarshiped, which is super beautiful. They get to be kind of rewarded for that incredible work that they're doing. We are the largest private school in the state of Kansas. We have the #1 nursing program in the state of Kansas, which we're very, very proud of. That's out of 33 programs. And we credit that a lot to us being a holistic program. Our students learn that people are not just bodies, but they are bodies and souls. And that gives them an ability to care at a higher quality, which is really neat. I mentioned that we have around 2,200 students. We have students from 49 states. So if you're from Delaware, you have to come to Benedictine. It's the only one that we're missing. We really want to get that 50th state. At this point, I'm not convinced that anyone actually lives in Delaware. And then we have a lot of international students. That population has dropped a little bit since COVID, but we're really hoping to get more students here. And we love our international students a lot. So. A little bit about us as a college. We have 4 pillars that our school rests upon. They are that we are Catholic, Benedictine, liberal arts, and residential. So you guys are here at the Kolbe Fair. You know what it means to be Catholic. The thing that I will mention is that we are true to the dogma of the church. That's the reason I came back to work at Benedictine. It is so attractive to have a place that truly is centered around the mission of the church, that is not going to deviate from that for any reason. And I believe that a lot of why Benedictine has been built up so much lately is because our president has a really strong devotion to the Blessed Virgin. We dedicated our campus to the Blessed Virgin Mary my senior year, so 2019. On her birthday, which is September 8th, we had almost 1,000 students come and circle the campus, and we did a rosary all together. And then they planted Pope-blessed miraculous medals around campus in the shape of a rosary. So at all times, we're surrounded by Mary's mantle, and we really credit a lot of our success to her. We are Benedictine, so if you're familiar with St. Benedict, his feast day was yesterday. We love him. He's the father of Western monasticism. He kind of set the foundation for how we live our lives as Western Catholics, and we're super grateful for him. We have almost 30 monks on campus, so they still live in the Abbey. You can participate in Mass and Vespers with them, which is really beautiful. And then some of them are students and some of them are our professors. So we really love to have the monks around. For me, it was really special to get to be around religious life because I didn't grow up around that, and I still love being near them. We are liberal arts, which means that our students are getting a really incredible base in all these different disciplines. We find that this makes our students a lot more well-rounded, makes them able to have good discussion with people who have different perspectives from them. It also makes them incredibly hireable after college. If you're an engineer and you know how to write and you know how to do public speaking and you know how to discuss philosophy, you're going to be a lot more interesting to a company than someone who only knows how to be an engineer. So we really love that. And I know for my own part, being in a liberal arts education was really incredible because I just think it's neat to get to learn about so many different things. We are also a residential college. This means that we have 85% of our student body on campus, living on campus at all times. We endeavor to create a community of faith and scholarship, and community is really integral to that. So our monks live in community together. We try to make the students live in community together as well. I say make, really, it's very easy. It's neat if you get to come on campus. The way that our dorms are built are that the freshmen are at the center of campus. And then as you become an upperclassman, there's kind of like rings going out. And so those freshmen are kind of cradled at the center of community. And then when you become an upperclassman, you're expected to help build that community and create that community. So it's really beautiful. I think if you ask people, you know, why Benedictine, that most people would say for the community and for the people. Obviously, incredible academics and other things going on, but it just makes this place really special. Okay, so we're located pretty much smack dab in the middle of the country. We're about an 8-hour drive from a lot of major cities. We have an international airport about 45 minutes away. It's my favorite airport in the United States. It only takes like 10 minutes to get through security, but you can still get anywhere you need to in the world. So I'm a big fan of that. So I said we're about an hour north of Kansas City. There's a lot of activities in Kansas City. Our students tend to go to the museum. They like to go to the opera. There's like a great student discount for the opera in Kansas City. So there's a lot of activities that you can do if you're willing to drive a little bit. And then these are some photos of kind of our area. You see in the center, we have the Amelia Earhart Bridge. We are right next to the Missouri River, so close, in fact, that you could fall in if you're not careful. And then downtown Atchison is on the left there. It's a really sweet little community. And then on the right, we have Union Station in Kansas City. If you're a Chiefs fan or if you follow football, you've probably seen a lot of pictures of this. I'm personally a Broncos fan, but my coworkers and the students here don't love that. So we have 50 majors, including engineering, architecture, and nursing. So those are probably our most popular majors right now. We are an accredited engineering school. So any classes that you take in engineering will be all in-house at Benedictine. We have a classical architecture program, which is really special. Our students learn to do everything by hand first. So they do a semester where they're learning AutoCAD on the computer and they're doing those computer things. But we know that if the computers go out, if there's a complete blackout of electricity, our architects are still going to be architects, which is really special. And they learn the classical tradition, and the work that they produce is absolutely incredible. If you get a chance to look at our website and see some of what they've done, I really encourage that. I know I already mentioned our nursing program. That's really neat. We also have an incredible business school and education school. Those are two of our most popular majors. And I won't spend a lot of time on this list. It is on our website in a lot of different capacities. Hopefully you see something here that you're interested in. We have the really unique ability to do a lot of double majors because of our liberal arts core. It kind of sets up our students to go into a lot of different things. So I know I had 2 degrees and a minor, and that was very easy for me to complete in 4 years because I did have that liberal arts foundation. We have our own program in Florence, Italy for study abroad. It's really cool. I did not study abroad as a student, but I got to go as a chaperone this past summer, and you would not believe how beautiful it is. The students get to live in a 500-year-old monastery in the hills of Florence. It's about a 15-minute bus ride from the Duomo. These are all our students on their various trips. They get to go to Monte Cassino, which is where St. Benedict lived, and Subiaco, which is the cave that he lived in. They get to go all over like Rome, Florence, Vienna. A lot of our students take their spring break or fall break while they're abroad to go travel around various countries in Europe and other places in the world. Our students get a 4-day school week while they're in Florence. So that means that they have a 3-day weekend to go explore wherever they would like to. And the cost of tuition is exactly the same as being on campus. There is the cost of getting there and then the cost of an extra trip to Rome and Monte Cassino. But in terms of tuition, it's exactly the same. And so the students are really, really excited because it's so accessible. You get to take Italian 1 and 2 when you're abroad. So you have your foreign language covered. And then we have a different professor that goes and teaches a core class every semester. So I know that this spring semester, I think it's an economics class. We have many different programs of distinction. I think I'm really close to running out of time, so I won't spend a lot of time on this. But if you are a current junior or senior, we really encourage you to look into these. It's a neat way to get fellowship on campus and to network with other students. I think I'm really close to being out of time, so I would love to take any questions if anyone has any. If you're a current junior, your application will open on August 1st of the following year. If you're a current senior and you've not yet applied to Benedictine, I really encourage you to do so as soon as possible. I am likely going to be your admission counselor. I would love to meet you. And then once we get you admitted and we've read your application, you'll receive an automatic academic merit-based scholarship, which will range from $12,000 to $21,000. So we have really great scholarship options available. And then we also are kind of working with the FAFSA this year. I know a lot of our families feel a little bit frustrated about that, but we're working on it. We're hoping that the federal government sends us your information so that we can get our seniors enrolled. All right, I see one question in here. We do have summer programs for high school students. So the question is about our summer programs. We have a really incredible program called BCYC. It's Benedictine College Youth Camps, question mark? I should know that. And I believe there's a discount code on our website right now. So if you go to benedictine.edu and you look up BCYC, you can see which programs we have available. All of our programs do receive college credit. And they're about a week long. So the students get to come be on campus and get a feel for the campus as well as getting college credit. Any other questions? I don't want to take up too much time. If you are curious about anything that we have to offer, please reach out to me. I would be so, so happy to talk to you. Thank you all for spending your time with me. I know I only had a 10-minute slot, so I'm going to let you go, but I appreciate you very much. And in the chat, I'm going to put my email. So if you have questions, I'd be really happy to talk to you. Please reach out. And thank you all.